Welcome back, everybody. It's Malclair here, back with a video, and today, guys, I got for you another episode of Corpse Party. Last episode, we left off by saving Ayumi Shinozaki from drowning in the water. We cleared out the pool, we got a tongue, and I couldn't figure out which one to give it to, but apparently today is the day to make that choice, and I'm gonna make that choice right now. So if you guys ready to see this, let's get back into it. The ghost is right here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to give it to this one right here. It's gonna follow me over here so the other one won't interfere, but I'm gonna talk to this one right here and give it the tongue. I don't know if it's right, I don't know if it's wrong, but we're gonna try it. I'm hoping this is it. I'm hoping it is. We're so about to get a bad ending. How am I supposed to know whose tongue you got? Pull out the tongue bag. Yes. Okay, she's just gargling. The little girl's spirit is daggering towards Ayumi, blood gushing up from her gaping cross section of head as she walks. Please, be the right one. Takeko Tsuji. This is yours, isn't it? I'm giving it back. Offer the spirit Tokiko tongue. Holy crap! Was that right? Was I right? What happened? Okay, so the other ghost is heading this way. Okay. Apparently that was right. I'm hoping I was right. Was it? Hold up. Let me. Okay, so guys, yeah. Oh crap. Oh wait, I'm over here trying to dodge her while over here trying to fix my freaking interface. Okay, apparently I'm freaking. Okay, you need to chill. I'm over here trying to fix my interface. Okay, so in another video I will explain what I'm talking about. So I basically bought an audio interface not too long ago, and I'm still trying to get used to it and trying to not peak and everything, but the last couple of minutes I was peaking and I can hear myself doing it. So yeah, let's get back into it. I'm sorry if I was like screeching at you guys here. I'm still not used to the whole like, oh, you're peaking crap and all that, but yeah. So let's head over here and oh no. Okay, okay, let's follow her. Let's see what Sachiko's doing. The doll is weeping. Here we go again. Where the hell is it gonna take us this time? Where your friend was splattered. Aww. Aww, that's sad, dude. The floorboards beneath that wall. Right under her lobby entrails. Where the floor dips and the blood pools. Drip drop, drip drop. Smelly, smelly, icky, icky. Get in there, good, and dig it out. So you telling me I have to dig in? Nah, nah, I'm good. Yo, Kisanuma, kick that thing down the stairs, bruh. I didn't even read that, my fault. God, if that's where it is, I'm not sure we can ever bring ourselves to get it. I mean, if it's my decision, I'm sorry for what happened to her, but I mean, if that's the only way for me to get out, I'm gonna have to do it. So, is someone there? Is that Morishige? I thought he died. You're alive? Ah, Kishinuma, and our class rep. I'm very glad to see you both safe and sound. Hold up, wait, I gotta put on the glasses whenever I'm talking like Morishige. Let me put on the glasses. What happened? Did it just freeze? I did all that for what? Just, oh, there it is. It's a long story. So where have you been? I was in the second wing until a short while ago, but suddenly lost consciousness. And when I woke up here, it felt as if the air had somehow changed. Oh yes, and I did briefly cross paths with Mochida and his sister. You did? So they're okay too? They are. But when I next ran into Mochida's sister, it seemed she and her brother had parted ways. Where's Chige? What is that in your hand? Morishige appears to be grasping a blood-soaked pouch in his hands. Oh, this? I found it under the floorboards in the hallway. Just up these stairs. Oh, dude, you're sick. No, I gotta take off the glasses on you, bruh. You sick. You're sick, dude. Alright. Is it some kind of charm? Do you want it? Please take it. I'm merely searching for a certain someone, so I have no need for charms at the present time. So he's just gonna hand it to us like that. As with the others, there is a student ID name tag attached to the front. Heavenly Host Elementary School, Class 5-2, Yuki Kano. Well, I should be going now. Is something wrong, class rep? You look like you've seen a ghost. Ah, yes. One more thing. Oh crap, I didn't even get to read it. Oh my gosh. Okay, my fault. I'm over here pressing buttons way too fast. I'm guessing it wasn't from, Tsutomoto's pot. Maybe it shifted over a few feet and he got it from there. I mean, if he didn't, then that really freaked me out. Did you see his hands? They were covered in blood. So we got the tongue, so now we have to go give this little girl the tongue. And is it a tongue or an eye? Because she said her eye. Where is she at? Oh, right here. Okay. What's up? Get it back. Get it back. This girl's missing an eye. All we got is a tongue. Is that gonna be enough? What do we do? Pull out the tongue back. Yes. Is she okay? The girl lowers her head and begins rocking slowly back and forth. Yuki, Kano, this is for you. It is yours, isn't it? Offered the spirit Yuki's tongue. Thank you very much. Wait, we did it? We did it! Your boy's smart, yo. Didn't need anything. No tutorials, no nothing. Very smooth. We did it. We did it. Shinosaki. All three of them. All that's left is the girl in the No more. Every time I talk to these ghosts, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to death myself. Do you have any idea what that feels like? I keep picturing how I'll look when I'm dead. And I'm not even trying. It just pops into my head all on its own. It's such a horrible image. I want to go home. I just want to go home. Back to my mom and my sister. And the cheetah. Aw, dude. I feel his pain, man. He just wants to slide into DMs, but she keeps freaking shouldering him off, giving him the cold shoulder. Shinozaki. Alright. Next one is mine. Then, okay? So just try to pull yourself together. God damn it. Not again. Dude. This one's big too. Wait, what's going on? Oh, that spirit is back. What? The spirit is back. What? What's going on? Was I knocked out? Where am I? Yoshiki, who's Yoshiki? Oh, that is with Kishinuma. Yoshiki, okay, whatever. Apparently, I'm reading names all the way wrong. Is this our classroom? No fooling. Bro, did we make it back? But nobody else came back. That the needle on the clock in the hell is pointing to 8, and there's not a soul in sight. If we made it back, then is this? But there's a last chapter though. There's another chapter. What? Hey, wake up! She's beating that piece. Shimazaki, come on, wake up already. Huh? What? Take a look around you. I can hardly believe it myself. But here we are. No way. We're back? For real? Is this really our school? This is really real. Check it out. Here's my desk. Mine too. It's right here. I can't believe it. It's true. Yeah, we made it. We're home. We're home. Fuck yeah. Suck on that, world. Okay, so they're laughing, but all your friends are in this other dimension still stuck. But we got another chapter left. I'm so confused. Is this like the end? I'm going home, dude. I'll go home after this, man. Like, there's no... I never thought I'd live to see home again. Never thought I'd see home again. This desk is missing a chair. Am I tripping on... Are these desks missing a chair? Guess there's no Satoshi or Miss Yui or anyone else, huh? Miss Yui even has some cans of cat food in here. I'm not sure that's the sort of thing she should be storing in the classroom. Guessing there's no Satoshi or Miss Yui or anyone around. We're collecting to buy a bouquet of flowers for our dear friend, Susie, who will be leaving us for a new school after the festival. 300 yen per person. Contact Ayumi Shinozaki for payment. Yo, you know she's taking that money for herself. Okay, I'm happy too, but really, all our friends are still stuck. Not gonna lie. Not gonna front either. Not much for us to do. I'm completely lost. Is this a puzzle or something? Like, two desks are missing chairs. Trying to figure out, am I missing something? Okay, I'm happy that you're happy, but I mean, there's no solution to anything else, man. Okay, what is going on? Is this it? Is this the whole game? Come on. No, there's a chapter left. I'm not even gonna play stupid. There's a chapter left. They wouldn't make a last chapter for no reason, man. Venturing out in search of others, you find that even the janitor has likely gone home. The lights are out and the halls are pitch black. Only the red glow of the light next to the fire extinguisher offers any respite from the quaint, quiet darkness of the school hallways. Standing around in the darkened corridor of our school building at 8 o'clock in the evening just feels so surreal. As the thunder and rain grow in intensity, my fault, because they got two ends right next to each other. The windows begin to condensate. Okay, I can't see because over the mic is in my face, with moisture turning white in contrast to the corridor sea of black. Is this reality? Is everything up until now just a dream? Where am I right now? And what am I doing? Okay, what is she screaming about this time? What? Shinozaki, what's wrong? Oh, what is that? What the hell is this? It's not over, is it? Why isn't it over? Why? Damn it. Okay, what is she doing here? It's here. Go back. Don't come any closer. What is she freaking out about? It was a rainy evening after school, just like this one. On that day, I was kidnapped. I remember I had a fight with my mom that morning. Why is she telling us this? I have no idea. I didn't want to see her face. So after school, I decided that instead of going home, I'd park myself in the outdoor walkway for a little and watch the rain. That's when Mr. Yoshikuhazu showed up. He sat down next to me. I told him all about my fight with my mom, and he listened very closely and just kept saying, uh-huh, uh-huh. That's how you know a guy don't really care, if he just only says, uh-huh. He was sick and couldn't speak much, you see. But he was a very kind man. I really liked him. But then... You two are nice people. I'm so sorry. She's so tiny. She must be 5th grader? Yukikano, right? Thank you for what you did back there. For making the effort to help those of us who were killed in that school. Didn't we succeed though? So why are you still here? No, you didn't. I didn't? I didn't? I didn't? Oh my gosh. Okay, but we returned your tongues. We gave you back your ability to speak. And we even got your murderer to repent for what he did. Is it just that you can't forgive him no matter what? Appeasing us isn't about forgiveness. It doesn't matter if we forgive or not. Repentance is between the criminal and the victim. It's the sole act capable of moving us. And we exist as fragments of the sacred ground upon which Heavenly Host is sealed. I believe that moving us is your best course of action. But it's not enough. His repentance just wasn't enough. So you're saying his words, the words spoken by the doll, weren't good enough to appease you? That's not... Huh? So, what then? Why do you feel the need to trap one innocent stranger after another in that godforsaken place? You child spirits are the ones who summoned us, aren't you? That's not true. The hell do you mean by that? We're just the cogs that hold that closed spaces together. But you killed Sazumoto, didn't you? Wait. Huh? Let's hear her out. I'm just glad I was able to get even the two of you back to safe. Why the hell are you suddenly so concerned about us? I heard about a situation like this from my sister once. A lost soul whose life was ended violently and abruptly, my fault, leaving her with a mountain of worries and regrets. It's kind of like stopping short at the edge of madness, with all sorts of thoughts and feelings swirling around in your head. Your kindly nature and your sudden hatred and panic begins to spin around and around, and you just start acting out without any sort of control. Your sister some kind of medium or something? Yeah, something like that. So what you're saying is, this little girl and the creepy little girl we met before are two sides of the same coin. I feel for you. I really do. So please bring the rest of them back. Mochida, Miss Yui, and everyone else too. Bring them all back. Come on, you can do it, right? I don't think that's possible anymore. Why not? Those closed spaces have eaten a lot of innocent souls. Far too many, in fact. The grudges of those who died there have filled every last corner of them. There's no room left. And because the agony and pain has nowhere else to go, it's begun feeding on the minds of souls like us who are bonded there. It won't be long before I turn back into a vengeful spirit who attacks people like you without mercy. What? So we're going to lose you as an ally then. So why don't you just hurry up and bring them back already? Isn't there any way for us to save Mochida and the others? There may be one way. What is it? I think you already know. You have to return to the closed space. Find all 4 of us heavily host serial kidnapping and murder victims. And put us all to rest. Then the closed spaces won't have their cogs anymore. So they're beginning to fall apart. And you just might get your friends back. You expect us to go back? And this time, instead of just having one person left to appease, we have to go back to the drawing board and appease all 4 of you. Why couldn't you tell us the reason our previous efforts weren't good enough? What is there to hide? It's just something I don't want to remember, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you everything that happened. Yuki's spirit gently took hold of Ayumi's hand. In an instant, the 2 beings seemed to merge together in a single bond. What's going on? Shinozaki! It hurts. It hurts. What's going on? Huh? What happened to me? Didn't I pass out? So why am I fully aware right now? I can't see a thing, and I can't move. It's like that feeling you get when you're really tired. Sleep paralysis, I think. Huh? What? Oh my gosh, no. So she took the body of Yuki and became her, and she's experiencing. Yo, that's crazy. Where? That's crazy, dude. Why can't I move? Oh, we're back on wait, we're back on Machida and Naomi. Sachiko Shinozaki, the little girl in the red dress, and the only survivor of the horrific murders that occurred in heavily hosted elementary school. Following the incident, Sachiko's family fled from the area, moving to another prefecture to escape the frightful memories that remained. Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any other records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports or the heavily hosted murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes the stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetuated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal would serve as the primary focus for public interest, with all other details fading into the background. So of course, after learning that Sachiko was saved, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding this movie. But there's more to it than that. People weren't just uninterested in learning of Sachiko's history or whereabouts. There was simply no data to be had. What is going on? I can't move my body because of sleep paralysis, I guess. I can clearly see the room I'm in right now. There's one boy and 2 girls in here. Aside from myself. I recognize them. They're the children who were killed in Heavenly Host during the incident. But they're still alive. Unfortunately, they're all bound hand and foot and just sprawled out on the floor. And so am I. That's the real reason I can't move. Dude, I don't want to see this. Somebody, please save me. No, please, no. Her eyes. No, I can't see. Now I'm blindfolded. I can't see a thing that's happening to me. And since my hand and feet are tied up, I can't remove the blindfold either. That just makes everything so much worse. I guess because I can't see, I begin to listen more intensely. I'm pretty sure if your hands are bonded like that, you can just like, you know, I'm pretty sure you can like do it like that. I guess I don't know. I might be stupid. Maybe it's a different way behind the back. The helpless cries of the other children echoes off the walls of the cramped room. I'm so scared. It feels like my head's going to explode. What are you doing to me? Why am I blindfolded? Untie me. Cut the ropes. I want to be able to use my hands and feet, please. Please. I kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in response was the men walking away from me. In order. Okay. In order? No. I've never heard screaming like this before. It's a pure primal terror, cutting through the air like a perfect sine wave. It's the boy at the end. It feels like he's been screaming for eternity. I think he's being killed right now. My God, what the hell is he doing to him? No one deserves this. Why isn't God allowing him to fall unconscious so he doesn't have to suffer? Did I get a bad end? It's been at least a half of an hour now. Those inhuman screams of a young boy being ripped apart from the inside have finally come to a halt. Wait, so he was getting killed, but his tongue was only ripped out though. Without even a single moment of silence, the first of the girls in the line is the next to scream for her life. And the symphony goes on. God, I can't take any more of this. I'm losing my mind. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Is this still going on? Come on. Just die already. Die already. God, what is wrong with me? You know what? I don't care. Just give it over with. Get it over with and leave me in peace. Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object just dropping, the noises stopped, and the room grew quiet again. Thump, thump, thump. Those footsteps are getting closer. All my hairs standing on end at this point. Everything below my stomach feels like it's frozen. Like I've suddenly been stricken with severe diarrhea. In order? God, why am I relieved by the silence? The kid next to me just died. Which means it's my turn now. Someone's got me by the hair. They're pulling my head up and taking off my blindfold, which means I get to see the face of my killer. The 4 missing children were found in the basement room at Heavenly Hills Elementary School, unused and officially sealed since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted with an inhumanly horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors found in the hands of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part. However, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used, nonetheless, he had clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the 3 murdered children have been listed as loss of blood following removal of the tongue. But the actual state of affairs was not quite so clinical, nor even so pleasant, if you can believe it. The following details have been extrapolated. Oh my god, these words. Okay, extrapolated from information previously unreleased to the public, or at least previously unreported by news outlets. Those details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinosaki himself. I'm sorry if my cam went out. I had to turn it back on. And I'm sorry if I'm like super dark. My lights aren't bright today, so suddenly the victims are bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, and killed one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs forcefully drugged out. Dude, so he did kill him. Okay. His discarded innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head dozens upon dozens of times, to such an extent that all flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. That is crazy. With my blindfold removed, the sight that appeared before me was more horrific than anything I could have possibly have imagined. The person staring back at me, brandishing a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors, wasn't the large man from earlier at all. It was one of the children. It was a little girl. Her face dyed red with the blood of her victims. So you telling me a little girl just stabbed the heck out of everybody and... No way. Nah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So you're telling me a little girl repeatedly stabbed these kids until they died? She was staring intently at me with soulless gray eyes, and then she just started giggling. She was opening and closing the bloody scissors over and over again, and the sound kept echoing through the room. Then she took those dull, rusty, thoroughly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer and closer to my left eye. How? Why? Why is it you? No. So you telling me a little girl did all this? A little girl did all this? I don't believe it, man. There's no way. The third victim was stabbed in the left eye an indeterminated number of times until her eyeball became soup-like in consistency. She was eventually just left like that, slowly bleeding to death in a horrible agony. Strangely, it was only after those mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victim's tongue. Learning the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me. It makes it nearly impossible to accept the murderers as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. In many ways, she's the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all. But it was through her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshikazu, my fault, was officially charged. Now, going back to the hunt of information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led to Yoshiki. Oh my gosh, why I keep saying Yoshiki? Yoshikazu sentencing. Therefore, it comes as no real surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld. It's to be expected. What's not expected, however, is that there's not even the slightest trace of information left to find. It's as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternate possible explanations, and I remind you, this is mere conjecture. But one question keeps me nagging at the back of my mind. Was Yoshikazu really the murderer of the 3 victims? Is it possible the crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Think about it. In his final days, Yoshikazu was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversions, he'd always be a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as much, shocked to hear that such a kindly man could commit these unconscionable atrocities. He certainly had no motives for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then again, he may simply have lost his mind and looked at his father. It was around this time that Principal Takumi suddenly began speaking in tongues and acting in a most peculiar way. Not to mention scribbling incomprehensible gibberish all over his walls as if possessed. He seemed frightened of someone and would often be found crouching in the corner of his office, moaning and thrashing when the visitors came by. If he could find... Okay, this is crazy. I'm trying to get my mouth moisture back up because I've been talking for a hot minute, but all this is crazy. So he wasn't the killer. It was the little girl Sachiko. That's crazy. I wouldn't expect that. I thought she was one of the victims in it, but she pretended to be the victim so she can continue to do this. Wind up in such a beleaguered, I think, state, with no warning, then perhaps so too could the sin. I believe that we're looking at the curse far more powerful than anything man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed forever. Not only Host Elementary School's sealed basement room has existed as some form of cursed ground. And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back at home 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on this situation. It may be a bit far-fetched as the leads go, but it's a lead nonetheless, my thought. Regrettably, since Heavenly Host was not only closed down, but demolished altogether, and another school built in its place. It's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly, but my prodigy has found what may be the next best thing. Something that could make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now, but sure not to miss the next installment. It may be the student of the monster. What? Continuing chapter 5. Oh, what? We completed chapter 4. Okay, guys, so a lot happened this chapter. I managed to complete this in 5 episodes. I don't know how I did it because that was a lot of reading. But I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and also the bell notification. Stay up to date with all the videos that come to the channel. And maybe I have some better lighting for my face because I am dark as heck right now. It's never this dark when I record. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay saucy, my dudes.